Let me tell you about Harsh Agarwal. He started his blog called Shout Me Loud in 2008. Today, Shout Me Loud gets over 1 million monthly visitors and he makes over 30 lakhs per month from a blog. Then there is Amit, India's first professional blogger. He started labnol.org in 2004, left a job offer from Goldman Sachs to write about technology full time. People thought he was crazy, but within few years he was making $400,000 per month. Now I'm not telling this to you to sell a dream. Instead, I'm telling this to you because both of them started from the place where you are exactly today. Initially, they also had zero audience, zero traffic, and zero income. And 2026 is generally one of the best years to start blogging in India because India has over 900 million internet users. The digital advertising market just crossed 55,000 crores and Google is actively rewarding real experience-backed content over AI-generated fluff, which means human writers with genuine knowledge have a real edge right now. So this video has every step. We'll talk about niche, setup, content, traffic, money, everything with real data and real examples. So without any further ado, let's start the video. About myself, my name is Shivangi Tiwari. I started my career as a software engineer, transitioned into product manager and moved to Dubai. Parallelly, I was doing freelancing and I started my own agency. Its name is Brandinia. So first, let me address one question which everybody has. Why does blogging still works in 2026? Isn't blogging dead? Doesn't AI write everything now? Here is the data. Google processes 8.5 billion searches every single day globally. And in India, over 500 million people use Google search every single month. Every single one of those searches is someone looking for an answer. And you would have noticed that Google is still sending majority of the traffic to blogs and websites and very few times to YouTube, Instagram or ChatGPT. But here is what has changed and this part is critical. Google's helpful content update in 2024 wiped out thousands of thin generic AI generated blogs. Some sites lost 80 to 90% of their traffic overnight. But the blogs with real experience, real opinions and genuine depth, they gained traffic after this update. Harsh Agarwal wrote about this publicly. Shout Me Loud saw traffic increase post-update because the content was built on real experience. Now the numbers that matter specifically for India are India's digital ad market is projected to reach 75,000 crores by 2027. Indian bloggers in the finance and career niche are earning 50,000 to 3 lakh rupees per month through AdSense, affiliate marketing and brand sponsorships. So the market is not dying, shortcut takers are dying and real bloggers are thriving. Before I get into the steps, the single mistakes that kills 90% of the bloggers in India before they even start making a single rupee is that they start going too broad. For example, I'll write about personal finance, I'll write about career advice, I'll write about food. So you have to understand these are not niches, these are industries. You cannot compete with Economic Times for personal finance. You cannot compete with Naukri for career advice. So you will never be able to outrank them. Here is what you can do instead. This is by Anil Agarwal, who runs Bloggers Passion, one of India's top blogging resource sites, started by going extremely specific. Not blogging tips, but SEO and blogging tips for Indian content creators. That specificity is what built his audience to over 5 lakh monthly readers. So if I have to keep it in a framework, it's very simple. Take a broad topic, add a specific audience and add a specific outcome. For example, personal finance becomes personal finance for Indian government employees. Career advice becomes career switching guide for Indian IT professionals after 30. Food becomes authentic street food recipes from North India under 30 minutes. And here's the data behind why this works. According to Ahrefs Content Marketing Study 2024, niche blogs under 50 posts consistently outrank broad blogs with 500 plus posts when they target low competition, high intent keywords. So specific will beat broad every single time. Now let's talk about how you can start blogging, and the first step is picking up your niche. There are 3 questions that you have to answer before you pick up your niche. Question number 1 is, what do you know that your reader doesn't know? So you do not need to be a certified expert, but you need to be one step ahead of your reader and you should be genuinely willing to share your journey with honesty. For example, if you cleared GATE with a rank under 500, write about your preparation strategy. If you move from a tier 3 city to Bangalore for your first job, write about accommodation hunting, salary negotiation, actual cost of living in Bangalore, the stuff no blog covers from that specific transition. And let's say you lost 15 kilograms without doing a gym, write about what actually worked for someone with an Indian diet and a busy schedule. So your lived experience is more valuable than you think, especially now. Google's updated EEAT guidelines in 2024 specifically prioritize experience, which is first-hand, lived experience, as a ranking signal. Next question is going to be, is there actual search demand for the niche that you're going to pick? This is what is called as, before writing a single word, you should be first validating. So go to Uber Suggest, select a free plan, Check monthly search volume filtered for India. Anything above 1000 monthly searches in India with low to medium competition is a real opportunity. Also, you can check Google search itself, type your topic, count the autocomplete suggestion, look at the people also ask section. If Google is generating 8 to 10 related suggestions, that means people are actively searching about it. And the next question that you have to ask is, can your niche actually make money? For this, there are 3 signals. Number 1, go to Amazon India, search product in your niche. If there are products to recommend, there is an affiliate money over here. Number 2, search your niche plus sponsored post on Google. If brands are paying others, they'll pay you also eventually. Number 3, does your audience have purchasing power? A blog from UPSC preparation has massive traffic but limited affiliate opportunities. A blog from personal finance for young professionals has both traffic and high value affiliate products. So the best performing niches for Indian freelancers right now are personal financing and investing, career transition, health and wellness with Indian context, technology reviews and comparison, education like entrance exams, scholarship, college guides. Then comes budget travel and domestic travel. Then you have regional food and recipes, and many more. So what you have to do is pick one niche, commit to it for at least 6 months without switching. Then let's move to the next step, which is like setting up your blog the right way. Let me be direct about something. Free platforms like Bloggers, WordPress.com, Wix, these are going to slow you down. I'll tell you why with the actual data. Bloggers on self-hosted platforms earn on an average 3 times more than those on free platforms, because free platforms restrict AdSense integration, limit affiliate marketing, and brands do not take subdomain blogs seriously for sponsorship. So I hope you get that. Now, Harsh Agarwal specifically said that staying on a free platform in his early months delayed his monetization by at least 6 months. And for a long time, setting up your own blog felt like a barrier. You had to buy a domain, set up hosting separately, manually install WordPress, configure plugin, fix manual errors at midnight, and most people quit before their first post was ever live. But in 2026, that barrier is completely gone. I've been using Hostinger Horizons, and what genuinely surprised me is how different the experience is now. You describe what you want in plain English, it builds a complete professional and fully functional blog website for you in minutes. You don't need to code, you don't need any plugins or any configurations. Let me show you what I would build today if I was starting a personal finance blog targeting young working Indians with zero today. So once you go on Chrome or Safari and you type Hostinger Horizon, this is how the dashboard looks like. You will see 4 plans: Explorer, Starter, Hobbies, and Hustler. The difference is the monthly AI credits. If you're just starting out, Explorer or Starter is more than enough to get your blog live and professional. I'll go ahead with the most popular plan. Now I'm going to build exactly the kind of blog a personal finance writer targeting salaried Indians in their 20s or 30s would need. I'm typing in the prompt, create a professional personal finance blog website for young working Indians called Rupee Ready. Include a homepage with a strong headline that speaks to someone who wants to manage money better on a salaried income, an about section explaining who the blog is for, a featured article section showing the 3 most popular posts, a newsletter sign-up section encouraging readers to subscribe for weekly money tips, a resource section with the free tools like a budget calculator and SIP calculator, and a contact page. Design should be clean, minimal, and trustworthy. Color scheme should be white, deep green, and gold. So you can see you don't need any code or plugins or any WordPress configurations. The AI is building the entire blog website, homepage, about section, featured articles, newsletter sign up, resources section, contact page, everything automatically. There it is, but here is where it gets interesting. No website is perfect in the first attempt, so we will refine it. We'll type another prompt, change the hero headline to your salary is not the problem, how you manage it is. Weekly monthly tips for working Indians who want to do more and what they earn. Add a call to action button that says start reading. For the next prompt, let's type in the featured article section, add 3 sample blog titles: best zero fee savings account in India 2026, how to start an SIP on 500 rupees a month, and emergency fund calculator, how much money do you actually need. Add a read more button under each. Now for the next prompt, let's enter add a trust bar below the hero section showing 50 plus articles published, 10,000 plus monthly readers, and featured in Economic Times and Mint. For the next prompt, let's type in add a floating WhatsApp button on the bottom right so readers and brands can reach out to me directly. Now look at this. This is a real personal finance blog website. This is not a generic template with any placeholder text. This is something that directly speaks to your niche, your readers, and builds your positioning from day one. When you hit this publish button, your blog is live instantly. SSL certificate is included, hosting is included, custom domain is connected directly inside Hostinger, everything is at one place. And here is why it matters beyond just the aesthetics. When you reach out to a brand for sponsorship, you send them their website link directly. When a reader discovers you on Google, they land directly on your website. When you apply for AdSense, Google reviews your website. When a company wants to pay you from sponsored posts, they judge your credibility from the website first. So this is going to be your first impression that's working for you 24/7. Even when you are not writing. I would highly recommend you to check out Hostinger Horizon. Link is there in my description. Also, don't forget to use my coupon code to get additional discount. Now let's move to step 3. These are 3 things that you need to set up before your first post. Now your blog website is live on Horizons. Design is handled. Mobile optimization is handled. SSL is included. Hosting is included. But there are 3 things you still need to set up manually before you start writing your first post. Number 1 is the privacy page policy. This is not optional. Google AdSense will reject your application without a privacy page policy. Most brand sponsorship agreements also require one. So what you have to do is go to Terms Feed, free privacy policy generator, answer 5 basic questions from your blog. It generates a full policy for you. You can copy it and add it as a new page in your Hostinger Horizons dashboard and title it as privacy policy. Done. Next thing is Google Search Console. Connect your blog to Google Search Console immediately. This tool shows you exactly which search queries your blog is appearing for, which posts are getting clicks, and where your ranking stands. It's free and it is the single most important SEO tool you must have. And the earlier you connect, the more historical data you have when your traffic starts growing. For this, you have to go on Search Console, click on Add Property, enter your blog URL, verify ownership like Horizons, make this straightforward through the Domains Settings panel. Next is Google Analytics. Search Console tells you how people find you. Analytics will tell you what they do once they arrive, which posts they read, how long do they stay, where they drop off, which page converts readers into newsletter subscribers. This data shapes every content decision that you make from month 2 onwards. So just set it up in the beginning only. Even if you are not able to see the data in the first month, the data is already getting collected. You can check it later. So I talked about 3 simple things: privacy policy, Search Console, and analytics. Try to do this before your first post goes live. That doesn't mean you cannot start with the free blogs, but it's always a good idea to set up your own environment for blogging. Now, before we move on in the video, I want to understand from you, have you ever thought of doing blogging? And if yes, what was the biggest challenge that you faced? Okay, now let's move on to step number 4, which is writing content that actually ranks. So you have to understand that writing a blog post and writing a blog post that actually ranks are 2 different things. Here's the data first. 96.55% of all pages on the internet gets 0 traffic from Google. The primary reason is they are not targeting keywords which people are actually searching for. So here is your free keyword research stack. Number 1 is Google Autocomplete. So type your topic and note every suggestion. These are the real searches that are happening right now. Next is People Also Ask section. So whenever you're searching something on Google, just scroll down and go to People Also Ask section. Now every question in this section or in this box is a blog post idea for you. Next, you can also go on Uber Suggest free plan. This gives you monthly search volume filtered by country. You can always put a filter for India. 1000 monthly Indian searches with low competition beats 50,000 global searches with high competition every time. Next is Google Search Control. Connect your blog immediately after setup. It shows exactly which queries your site appears for. I'm telling you, this is the most powerful SEO tool you're going to have. Now let's talk about 3 types of posts that consistently generate traffic and money for Indian bloggers. First one is a comparison post. For example, Zerodha versus Grow, which is better for beginners in 2026. This has high search volume, high buying intent, and high affiliate commission opportunity. Next type of posts are best of list. For example, best credit cards for students in India 2026. People searching this are ready to buy. So the affiliate income from these posts are very significant. Then next are your how-to guides. Like for example, how to open a Demat account in 2026 step-by-step guide. This has massive search volume and it ranks for years. Amit Agarwal built a significant portion of bloggers' passions traffic, over 5 lakh monthly readers, almost entirely on these 3 content types. Now, how do you exactly structure when writing a blog post? So first of all, your headline should have the exact keywords which people are searching. For example, best index funds in India 2026 for beginners. Then in the first 100 words, answer the main question immediately. Google's featured algorithm pulls from the top of the page. Next, after every 200 to 300 words, you should have a proper subheading. So Indian readers have this habit of scanning before they read, so make it scannable for the readers. Next, talk on the basis of real data and not just generic statements. For example, if you're writing investing is important, no, that's not the right way to write. Instead, you can write, according to AMFI, SIP investment in India crossed rupees 20,000 crore monthly in 2025. Next, conclusion with the clear next step. Another post to read, something to download, a comment prompt. Talking about the length of your blog post, so competitive keywords suggest 2000 should be the minimum number of words you are writing. but ideally it should be between 2500 to 3500 words. Orbit Media's 2024 blogger survey found posts above 2000 words get 3 times more traffic and 4 times more share than shorter posts. Talking about the frequency, so you should be at least writing 2 posts per week for the first 3 months. Step 5 would be, now you have written the post, how do you exactly drive the traffic? How do you get the traffic and the readers who are actually reading your content? Here's the truth nobody tells you. SEO alone will take you 4 to 6 months to drive actual traffic. If you only depend on SEO traffic, you will quit before it kicks in. So basically you need a multi-channel approach. Here is exactly what works. First channel could be, of course, your Google SEO. It's free and compounding. So post that ranks keep sending traffic for years without you doing anything. But this needs lots of patience. Most Indian blogs see significant traffic only after 4 to 5 months of their setup. So you can start your SEO setup from day 1, but you cannot rely on this early traction. Channel number 2 is Pinterest. This is the most underrated platform by Indian bloggers. Pinterest is a visual search engine. It's not just social media. It has 465 million monthly active users. And in India, it is growing at 18% every year. So what you can do is, for every blog post, you can create 2 to 3 vertical pins on Canva, size around 1000 to 1500 pixels, bold headline, clean image, and your blog URL. Several Indian food and travel bloggers report 30,000 to 50,000 monthly page views from Pinterest alone within 6 months before their Google traffic even started. Channel 3 could be, of course, any social media platform which you are using, for example, Instagram or LinkedIn. What you can do is you can convert your blog post into carousel post or simple static post. Now your 2000 word blog post becomes a 3-page, 4-page carousel. And in the last page, you can add a CTO like full breakdown is on my blog and link is in the bio. This drives your most qualified traffic. People who already follow you are the most likely to read and share your post. Next channel could be your WhatsApp or Telegram communities. This is India specific and massively underestimated. India has over 500 million WhatsApp users. This is more than any other country in the world. What you can do is you can find active communities in your niche, personal finance groups, job seeker groups, or student communities. Here you can share your posts as genuine resource without spamming. This can drive 500 to 2000 targeted readers per post in the early months. Next is Quora. Quora has 400 million active monthly users. Find questions in your niche with high views but weak answers. Write a helpful and detailed answer on this. Link to your full blog post for more details. You know what? Quora answers rank independently on Google. So you get traffic from 2 sources with 1 piece of content. Kulwant Nagi from Blogging Cage credits Quora as one of the top early traffic sources before SEO kicked in. Now let's talk about how you can actually make money with these blog posts. So first stream is Google AdSense. Google places ads in your blog post at specific places. And what you earn is per 1000 page views. This is called as RPM. India's specific RPM you can check on your screen. So if I tell you real mathematics, to make 20,000 per month from AdSense in the finance niche, you need roughly 40,000 to 60,000 monthly page views, which is achievable by month 8 to 12 for a consistent blogger. To apply for AdSense, you need original content, a privacy policy page, and generally 3 to 6 months of consistent posting history. Next is affiliate marketing. This is where most Indian bloggers make maximum money, and that too in a very fastest way. So you recommend a product, someone buys from your link, and you earn commission on it. If I talk about the real commission rates in India, so Amazon India affiliate is 1 to 10% depending on category. Flipkart affiliate, this has similar rate across categories. Talking about Hostinger affiliate, up to 60% commission per sale. One sale can earn you 3,000 to 8,000 depending on the plan. Tech and blogging niche bloggers use this heavily. Talking about the finance affiliates, credit card approvals pay rupees 1,000 to 3,000 per approved application. Demat account openings pay 200 to 500 rupees. Insurance referrals is rupees 500 to 2,000 per conversion. Harsh Agarwal has publicly stated affiliate marketing contributes over 60% of Shout Me Loud's monthly revenue, significantly more than the AdSense. Next stream is sponsored posts. Rates of Indian bloggers based on community service as of 2026, you can check on your screen. A lot of times you might not be getting brand deals or sponsored posts from the brands itself. So another idea that you can follow is you can reach out to their marketing team directly. What you can do is you can build a simple media kit, your niche, monthly traffic, audience demographics, and send it to them. Next stream is digital products. This has highest margin and no middleman is there. You can make multiple digital products and sell it like ebooks on your topic niche, rupees 2,099 to 999, sold on Instamojo or Gumroad. Course or workshop, rupees 2,000 to 15,000, hosted on Graphy or Teachable. Then you can sell templates, resume templates, budget planners, content calendars from rupees 99 to 499 each. So your blog builds trust and your product converts that trust into income. Talking about the realistic income timeline based on Indian blogger data from Blogger Passion Community Survey 2024, you can check on your screen. All these are documented numbers from real Indian bloggers. So this is pretty much it that you should be knowing about blogging, how to start, where to search for the ideas, where to search for the niche, how to make money from it. But here is the honest part. Amit Agrawal has said this multiple times in his interviews that the first 6 months of blogging were really scary for him. He was not getting any traffic, he was not able to earn money, and all what he was writing was going into void. Harsh Agrawal wrote about nearly quitting in his early days because nothing was showing results fast enough. These are the two most successful bloggers India has ever produced. And both of them almost quit. So if you start today and month 1, month 2, month 3 feels pointless to you, you are not alone and you're not failing. You are exactly where every successful blogger has been. The data from Orbit Media's 2024 blogging survey is clear. Bloggers who post consistently for over 12 months are 3 times more likely to report strong results than those who post inconsistently. 3 times more likely, and the blogs that are earning rupees 1 lakh per month are not written by the most successful or talented writers in India. To be honest, they are written by the most consistent ones. So the simple strategy that you have to keep in mind is, if you are interested in blogging, if you really want to start blogging, start it, take an informed and validated decision by selecting the proper niche. How do you exactly position it? How do you exactly gain the traffic? How do you actually have to think of making the money from it? But the most important thing that you have to keep in mind is, at least for 3 to 6 months, you have to be really consistent to start seeing any results. And this is where the whole strategy summarizes. Now, this is not one of a video that I have created. I've already created multiple videos on freelancing, if you want to create digital products, all of that. So if you're interested in creating digital products, here is one of my video which you can check out. Any suggestion, any video that you want me to create, definitely let me know in the comment section. Any other suggestion about this video, please do let me know in the comment section. And yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it to your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I post my new video. Thank you so much.